Hey guys, Fargman101 here with our last Battle Spot ratings battle on Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire before they turn off the global link. It'll probably be turned off, to be fair, by the time this gets uploaded. All in preparation for Pokemon Sun and Moon, which is not that far away. Hype! As you can see, guys, we decided to jump on ratings battle. This was the last one I'm going to manage to get in before global link is turned off. So I grabbed my favourite team. We played a few matches to see how we do, and so far we've done pretty well. We lost one due to a crit, which I didn't record because I hadn't got space on my versus recorder at the time, annoyingly. But we've won the previous two, so this will be our last one. We are bringing with us Battlecat or Arcanine, Elron Milotic. As it was going to be the last match, and I hadn't brought it to any of the other games, we had to bring Rosie our Roserade. My girl doing a great job for us as usual, hopefully. Doesn't usually let me down. When I saw we got a Rotom, Roserade is always going to be my answer to a Rotom Wash. And our Mega Metagross is coming to this one as well, because it is Mega Metagross. Why would you not bring it? So Josh is going to bring in with him what can only be described as VGC team.meta.net. He's bringing with him a Talonflame, a Mega Kangaskhan, a Rotom Wash, and a Revile. So really only Revile there, which is slightly different, but we'll see. Revile can rock up on double teams occasionally, and is a really good one for doubles as well, and dangerous, so it should be quite an interesting one. We'll have to be a little bit careful with Roserade while that thing's around, and particularly watch it with the Talonflame as well. We just bring in a purely to deal with that Rotom Wash. Save me yabbing on, guys. We'll jump straight into the match for you. So Josh is going to open up. He's going to open up with Revile and the Rotom. So that's an interesting one for us, because it's a bit risky for us to send Roserade out right now with the Revile around. So we're going to open up with our two walls. So we've got Elron here and Battlecat hitting the field, also known as Milotic and Arcanine. We're going to get the Intimidate off. Don't think it matters massively, although Revile is usually physical. I think you can run a special set. We're actually going to take a risk here. We're going to switch Arcanine out, predicting him not to go for an Ice move on that swap because it's Arcanine, and bring Roserade in. But we actually see a Fake Out connect onto Roserade, so it wasn't a bad little switch in there. We're going to see a Thunderbolt connect onto Milotic. We knew we could take that. That does so much damage though, and we're bulky. Icy Wind is going to go off here, so that should mean Roserade can at least outspeed this Revile on the next turn. So we're going to see the speed drop there. So not a bad turn one for us. Kind of played out pretty much. I was hoping that Thunderbolt did less, but Lefties is going to kick in. We still might not survive another one. So we really need Rosie to come through here. So Giga Drain is going to connect on this Rotom. He decided to stay in. I think he's underestimating just how much damage Roserade can do. That was expecting me to the Poison Hill bulky set, but Rosie does her job. One shots Rotom into next week, bless her. We see the Icicle Crash come through from Revile though. I'll be lying and say there wasn't a big part of me hoping we would just live this, but unfortunately he's going to one-shot us. So Rosie hits the field, gets a KO, and then goes back for an early bath. But she does a great job for us though, and deals with probably one of the big threats to our team. We're going to get schooled off from Milotic. It's going to do less than half. We don't snag a burn. We're going to get some Lefties recovery though, which puts us back into green, which is nice. We're going to go out into Metagross now. We're not messing around anymore with this thing. And we're going to see Kangaskhan come in. So Arcanine's in the back. We've got something that can deal with this thing. So we're going to switch Milotic out right now. We're going to bring in Arcanine and get the Intimidate drop on this Kangaskhan. Something is getting faked out. So we might as well get an Intimidate off. We're going to Mega Evolve and Protect with our Mega Metagross. As we see, it is Mega Kangaskhan. Of course it would be Mega Kangaskhan. Why would you not run it? So I'm predicting him to potentially fake out Metagross here. So we're going to Mega Evolve and go for a Protect. Yeah, there we go. Just predicting that fake out. If he fakes out Arcanine Max 5, he'll do more damage to himself than he will to us. We see you fake out. He does fake out into Metagross, which is great. Icicle Crash is going to connect onto what would have been Milotic. It's going to do absolutely nothing to Arcanine. And then we're going to see the double edge from Kangaskhan. That is going to come through and connect into Arcanine as well. But we are bulky and defensive. It is going to hurt even with the Intimidate. It's going to take us to just under half. But it does mean we can get a Will-O-Wisp off on this thing this turn. He's going to take recoil damage as well, which is nice. Metagross is going to go for a Meteor Mash. That should polish off this Revile nicely for us. We don't get the attack boost. It's only a 10% chance. It would have been nice though. Particularly what we're up against. Will-O-Wisp is going to connect onto Kangaskhan, so that thing is now pretty much nerfed. Even though Arky's a bit low, I'm sure we can live another hit from it, even a double edge. Talonflame is going to come out. So Talonflame is finally hitting the field. We're going to protect with Metagross, predicting a Flare Blitz into him from the Talonflame. Which we do see, so that was a nice little play from us. We're going to try Morning Sun up with Arcanine. I was pretty sure we could live another double edge up this thing at -2 if it's what it decides to do for. Which it does. In fact, it actually nearly KOs itself on that one turn. It's going to hit us again. And then it's going to get taken out by Burn. So he's pretty much all he's done that turn. He's managed to KO himself. I understand the play, but that protect from us came in clutch. And then it means we can get a nice Morning Sun up here and break his heart a little bit. Because no, it's Talonflame versus the world. And while Talonflame can deal with Metagross, he's not dealing with Arcanine and Metagross. So we're just going to switch out again, predicting the Flare Blitz. Didn't see any reason not to... So he'll take recall damage anyway, so we're going to re-speed with Arcanine. We can't really risk this thing, so we might as well get some damage off. It does a nice chunk of damage there. Flare Blitz is going to connect onto Milotic. We'll eat that pretty well, to be fair. And we can just recover up next to him. We should be able to take another one. He's going to take recall damage. We're going to get leftovers. Our next turn is pretty much the same. We just E-speed and recover. If he decides to Brave Bird, but he decides to forfeit. So I completely understand why he decided to forfeit there. It was pretty much game at that point. There wasn't really a lot he could do. Arcanine pretty much shuts Talonflame down. I could just sit there and Morning Sun up while he just carried himself to recoil, so, and Rocky Helmet damage, which would have been a fun game. So, GG Josh, well done, really enjoyed that. And that was our last battle on Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. If you enjoyed it, guys, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, please go and sub. There'll be more content coming just as soon as I can get it up. I know uploads have been a bit sporadic at the moment, but work at what I do for a living gets crazy this time of year, but I will try and upload at least once a week. I'm not going to say there won't be gaps, there probably will be, but at least once a week there'll be something going up on the channel. Have yourselves a good day, guys, and if I don't see you around, I will see you on Battlespot. Take care, bye.